The trading industry has changed more in the last 10 years than it did in decades before it. Markets are more accessible, education is everywhere, and platforms are faster. And an entirely new generation of traders has entered the space. With just a laptop, an internet connection, and a brokerage account, anyone can participate in the markets that were once dominated by institutions. And as access has expanded, so has interest in short-term trading. So in this video, I want to break down the truth about scalping futures, what it really is, why it's grown in popularity, the real pros and cons, and what you need to understand before becoming more active with your trading, so you can actually take advantage of the volatility the futures market offers. First, let's define what scalping actually is. When people hear the word scalping, they picture someone clicking nonstop, taking dozens of trades, and trying to grab tiny profits as fast as possible. And I mean, that image isn't completely wrong, but it's incomplete. Scalping futures simply means trading shorter time horizons and targeting smaller, more frequent price movements. You're not holding trades for hours, you're not holding trades overnight, and you're not waiting for massive directional moves. You might be in a trade for seconds or a few minutes, and this is important. The only real difference between most trading styles is the time duration in which you hold your trade. That's it. A swing trader, a day trader, and a scalper are often looking at the same market, the same structure, and sometimes even the same setups. The difference is how long they expect the opportunity to play out. That's why many experienced traders don't lock themselves into just one style. They use multiple styles to complement each other, and they adapt based off of volatility, market conditions, and the type of opportunity available that day. Scalping isn't separate from trading, it's just one expression of it. Now, let's talk about why scalping futures has grown so much in popularity. One reason is volatility, and over the last decade, markets have moved faster, macro events have hit harder, information spreads instantly, and participation has expanded. And when volatility increases, short-term opportunity increases with it. Scalping allows traders to participate without needing to be right about the entire day's direction. You don't need a home run trade, you need clarity around risk. And futures markets are built for that. They're centralized, highly liquid, and they moved in standardized increments. That structure creates opportunity, especially on shorter time frames. Let's talk about the pros. One of the biggest advantages of scalping futures is defined risk. Every futures contract has a known tick size, a known point value, and a known dollar amount per movement. So that means you're not guessing your risk, you're calculating it. That's another major advantage, is the faster feedback. Shorter trading gives you information quickly. You don't have to wait weeks to see if your approach is working. You get answers, not opinions. You get data. You see how often your trades work. You see how much you make when you're right. And you see how much you lose when you're wrong. That matters because the only metric that truly matters in trading is expected value. And expected value tells you if you're headed in the right direction, right? Now, there are two metrics that we want to pay attention to: your win rate and your risk to reward. You don't need a high win rate if your winners are larger than your losers. And you don't need massive winners if your win rate is consistently strong. But when you trade more frequently, you can measure that relationship faster. You can adjust faster. You can cut out what's not working sooner. And you can scale what is working with more confidence. Data. That faster feedback loop is one of the biggest advantages short-term traders have when they use it correctly. But now let's talk about the cons, because scalping is not easier. It's simpler, but it's not easier. Mistakes are amplified, and when you trade frequently, small errors really can add up. Overtrading, chasing, and even forcing trades. Those don't hurt just once, they hurt repeatedly. Scalping also demands discipline. You need rules around when you trade, when you stop, how much you risk, and when you walk away. Because without structure, scalping turns into noise trading, and that's where most people struggle. Now, the final piece is understanding how futures markets actually function. And this is a part that feels intimidating at first, but once you understand it, the markets actually slow down, not visually, but mentally. And futures markets move through auctions, buyers and sellers constantly negotiating value. Value forms, balance forms, and when that balance breaks, Price searches for new value. Scalping isn't about predicting the future, it's about recognizing where you're at in the auction. Are we balanced? Are we expanding? Is price being accepted or rejected? And once you understand that, scalping stops feeling so chaotic and starts feeling more controlled once you have a bit more context. So here's the truth. Scalping futures isn't about speed, it's about precision. It's not about taking more trades, it's about taking better trades. And it's not as intimidating as it seems once you understand how these markets actually work. And if you respect risk, understand expected value, and build structure into your execution, scalping can be a powerful way to participate in volatility without ever being overexposed. In future videos, I'll break down how I personally approach scalping futures, from contract selection, to risk calculation, to execution in real market conditions. So if you want to trade these markets with confidence instead of fear, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.